Hello, Barry. I think this is working. And yes, how did we get involved with The Singer's Tale? It was my friend Pip, whose daughter Peter was working at the Wellcome Trust. And I believe a conversation was had, but I wasn't there, so I don't know what it was about. But anyway, you got in touch and we had a chat, and you came along to a gig I was doing, and we met, and I felt instant friend. So easy. You know how some people, you have to dig a bit. But it was so easy. So when you proposed doing a documentary, I was absolutely thrilled. And I was so thrilled when you agreed that it shouldn't all be in Folkestone, because I'm not really a Folkestone gal, I'm a London gal. At 15, on a jukebox, I heard Ray Charles in 1959. And at the time, our charts were full of pale imitations of American R&B and soul artists and rock artists, a bit wussy really. Although I did get quite fond of Adam Faith at one point. It was all the strings. It reminded me again, Buddy Holly influence. And then, of course, life went on and I discovered all sorts of wonderful music. My first love to sing, that is, was blues. And then I morphed into jazz, which, of course, is the natural relation. Blues begat jazz. And then I even sang for 12 years with a contemporary opera company, which I had to learn to flap my ears at 1,000,000 miles an hour because I was the only unschooled musician in the pack. Half of them were classically trained and the other half were either jazz schools, you know, Trinity or somewhere, or stage schools. Very mixed bunch, but I was the peasant in the pack, basically. But I learned lots of different things and got to sing in some extraordinary places. And of course, in lockdown, last gig I did was on the 7th of March, International Women's Day, and that was it. Our whole life started like a pack of dominoes. Boop, 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 boop. Everything, layers and layers of life. And so for the gigging musician, that was it. So I no longer have anywhere to put my permission to sing hat on. And I'm slightly worried. Being isolated alone, I think your mind can take you along some rather negative paths. And I wonder if that was the last gig I ever did. And I'll be quite sad because it wasn't in London, where if I had a choice of a last gig, it will be there. And so I just have to hope that that will take place. You know, when you're old, we were all told to go away, like Victorian children, seen and not heard, only they didn't want to see us or hear us. And that's been quite tough. I'm good with solitude. I like solitude, but enforced solitude feels a bit like prison. But hey, could be worse. And the birds, as we all know, are sounding gorgeous. So thank you, Barry. Thank you for making that little film. I really enjoyed it. And I felt I met, as we do occasionally in life, I met another soulmate. So thank you. And bye.